Hour two of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. We're streaming live on YouTube and Twitch. The channel Miami 560 WQAM. Let's get to our headlines, everybody, which are brought to you by Doral Kia. At Doral Kia, choose from our 500 new Kia miles in inventory, the Sportage, the Sorrento, and the Telluride. Remember, when it comes to Kia, the great deals are at Doral Kia. Mel Kiper has dropped his first mock draft, Leroy. What does that puzzle look at me for?
Because I'm curious to know what route the Browns go.
Like, would you like to hear?
There's something to need a quarterback.
Yep.
But to jeopardize the rest of your team by paying one position $80 million makes it tough.
Well, he has the Cleveland Browns selecting
Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, that's what I would. If I had to make a choice, that's what I would do, because, man, that's in a salary cap sport, to be paying, you're going to be paying your quarterback 10 to 15. If you pick quarterback that high, 10, 15 million, you're paying Deshaun Watson 60.
Yep.
That's not even counting a backup. So you're talking about 80 million, and you're not, like, you were 4 and 13 or whatever. You can't be investing that much at one position. Clearly, you need more stuff.
Do you think they're going to let him play both positions?
I think he is a very unique player in that you can kind of feel your way with it and play both until one kind of works itself out.
Because he's going to want to be a receiver, right? Like, a receiver makes way more money than a corner. That's become one of receiver.
So play full-time receiver and then nickel corner.
Yeah, I'm just asking. You think they'll let him do it?
Yeah.
All right.
If they invest in a second pick on a non-quarterback, you damn right they're gonna let him do it.
Hey, I'm just asking. Dude.
Right? Like let's listen. They'll keep a a play count on him, right? They ain't gonna be 100 like it was in college. And from that standpoint, he's going to feel refreshed. Say if he only plays 70 plays, that's 30, 40 less than he's been playing. So, yeah.
Well, for the Canes fans out there, Mel Kiper has Cam Ward mocked number 1 overall to the Tennessee Titans. Here was Mel Kiper this morning on Sports Center. This is what he had to say on why Cam Ward is his number 1 mock pick.
Why do you have Cam Ward going at number 1? Basically, mock drafts are what you're hearing from your friends in the NFL. I still rate, in terms of my rankings, Shedeur Sanders is my QB1. But for Cam Ward, the arm strength, better than Shedeur. Mobility, ability to move around, extend plays, throw on the move, better. And I think when you look at Cam Ward, he makes sense at the number 1 pick overall because of those talents in 3 different offenses. Remember, Incarnate Word, Washington State, and then this year at Miami. So he's adapted well to the personnel around him. He's had big years. He doesn't throw interceptions. He's got to be less reckless and careless with the football. But his accuracy, his arm strength, his mobility is the reason why he, I think, goes number 1 overall to the Tennessee Titans. Why do you have Cam Ward going at number 1?
There you go. That is
here's what I would say.
And why he is
Here's the biggest difference between Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders. And this might be only because I've seen more of Cam. So I'm going to be honest about that.
Mm-hmm.
But as much as he scrambles around and makes plays, I've seen him be accurate in time throws. Right? 1, 2, 3, boom, throw, get rid of the ball. When I watch Colorado, it always seems as if though Shedeur was holding on to the ball. In football right now, if you're going to be that dude, you better either run a 4-3 or you better be built like a moose if you're going to hold on to the ball for all these unscheduled throws. You look at a guy like Patrick Mahomes, you look at a guy like Josh Allen, you look at a guy like Lamar Jackson. It's getting Lamar Jackson in trouble right now. So what you need now is a guy that's going to be on schedule, read defenses, and make plays. I think for me, and again, I'm going to say it's only because maybe I've seen Cam Ward more. I would say that I've seen him play more on schedule football than I have Shedeur Sanders. Every time I see him, it seems like he's holding and patting the ball and waiting for Travis Hunter to get open. And that might be unfair, but that's just the way it looked like, and that's why I would lean towards Cam Ward.
For the Dolphin fans out there, just for FYI, at 13, he mocks the Miami Dolphins.
Better be a fat guy.
It's not a fat guy, actually.
With it.
Malachi Stark, safety from Georgia.
13th pick?
13th pick.
No, I'm out.
He said
no
college
chance. No chance.
No college defense has ever had 3 players go this early in the same year per ESPN research, but Starks could join an early run of Bulldogs. He closes well and makes plays on the ball, 67 tackles this season. He works well in space. He's versatile, lining up as a traditional safety and over the slot. Javon Holland and Jordan Poyer, the Dolphins starting safeties, are both free agents this offseason, so Miami could certainly address a back-end need here. An offensive or defensive line upgrade could also be the move, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, if they get a little guy, I'm gonna be Robbie.
I mean, they did a couple of years ago. They did draft. What did they draft before he quit? They drafted Minka at 11. You know that. So they've they're gonna have to probably address it. But I'm with you, dude. Like, first of all, I'm curious. What do you
think about this? Let me put it this way. A great defensive line will make a safety look better. Mm-hmm. A great safety ain't going to make a defensive line look better. So think of it that way.
I'm also curious, like, they're just going to let Javon Holland walk? Like, what are they going to do there? Because Javon didn't have a monster season. No picks by their safeties this year. He's been banged up the last 2 years. Obviously, everybody talks about, what an intelligent football player he is. But I am curious, like, what happens there with him? Do they franchise him? Like,
what I would say is the craziest thing about all this is he's the one guy that ain't make a stink.
No, he didn't.
And sat back and said, I'll wait, whatever. And they might say, no, thank you. Have a nice one. So is that why you don't wait? Is that why you make a stink?
Oh, yeah. You should always make a stink.
Well, okay.
Maybe not go like full Jimmy Butler, but you got to make a stink.
I guess. See, I would like an organization to show, right, that you are rewarded for being a company man. As long as I've been watching football, the company man is always the guy who gets screwed. The guy who makes a stink gets his money. So if the NFL and these organizations have a problem with it, you know what? You can fix it. You can fix it. But after seeing what we've seen the last few years and the way things have gone in the NFL, can you be mad at a player from like, I ain't playing till I get my money?
I definitely can't be mad at it, especially because it just feels like, especially with this organization, if you do go that route, like, they'll just keep kicking the can on it.
Right. And that's I hate, listen, this is one of the few organizations that I've seen that doesn't take pride in re-signing the guys they drafted.
No.
Because here, you could always stand up at the end of the year and say we're building something if you just talk about all the draft picks you have. But they're all gone. So how, like, you have more free agents, which automatically makes your team older, right? And so, like, yeah, man, it's one of the things that has torn me between understanding how management has to do things and the necessity to, have to wait to do things and take care of certain players at certain times, and a player who I would always want to be a company guy, but I would have a hard time demanding that it be that way based on how these organizations treat their players.
Double M says, I have a feeling Miami will be the fourth best team in their own division. Everything is going to crash down. Both the Jets and New England may have a better head coach than Miami now, and of course the Bills.
Relax.
What? You're not excited about Aaron Glenn? Oh, hello, Vlad, by the way.
How you doing?
Here's what I would say. Your defense is going to be back.
No, our defense never left anywhere. And that's the thing.
No. I'm saying because of the
Dolphins defense.
No. I'm saying the Jets. I'm saying because of the coach.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. It matters, Vlad. It matters. The same guys were garbage a year ago.
Yeah, they were still ranked 6th. That's the thing. It's like, whatever.
Yeah, but who is going to be their QB?
That's the question. Like,
who the hell are they going to? Russell? Probably Russell Wilson?
No, they don't want to
as a stopgap?
No, because here's the thing.
Who else are you going to go to? You can't bring back Sam Darnold. You can't.
If you thought Aaron was bad and Aaron had 3,900 yards, what do you think Russell was?
Right.
Yeah, but you can't go to
you kick the tires on Justin Fields?
You're gonna go hat in hand to Sam Darnold?
You kick the tires on Justin Fields?
I think we're going Justin Fields, bro.
I don't know.
Yeah, because you can't do that to Aaron. You can't put Aaron and Aaron. You can't give him Aaron unless they really mess with each other like they're cool.
No, they ain't cool. They're like
Leroy already knows that they're not cool. Like,
let me explain something to you. A coach will know how to play that game. A former player will not.
I will say though, did you see that video we got tagged on yesterday of Aaron and Tomlin? A lot of goo eyes going.
Yeah, that was from years ago. Yeah,
I don't think that leaves.
Listen, in public environments, you got to be nice to one another.
Wait a minute, on the field? I'm not googling you on the field.
No, I'm talking about was it during the game?
It was during the game.
During the game.
They were just.
Oh, come on, he thought they were outside. He thought they were outside, and then when I say they're on the field, is now.
No, because guess what?
The video again.
Guess what? I've smiled at folks. They still knew what was up, though.
You're like, that guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Let's see. I'm gonna find this for you.
Listen, I would be surprised if the only way I could see Aaron Rodgers playing for another team is if that team brought in a quarterback or drafted a quarterback and then used having Aaron Rodgers for a year as a stopgap is not terrible. I would rather have Aaron Rodgers as a stopgap than Russell Wilson. So depending on the draft, right, maybe determine what teams would be interested in Aaron Rodgers. That makes sense? What are the Jets going to do at quarterback? What if the Jets draft a quarterback? Where do they pick?
Not high enough because it's not a deep quarterback draft.
Yeah.
That's another one of Kiper's points. Is like neither one of these guys of Shador or Cam would have even registered ahead of any of these guys in this draft. It's not a very strong draft. Not saying that Cam can't be great.
So this is what I was telling you with the Browns. Is it a situation that, you may need a quarterback, but you don't really love the option, so you pick somebody else? Yeah. Whereas there's some teams that say, oh, we need a quarterback. Let's get the highest rated quarterback in this draft. It doesn't mean that there's a good quarterback.
It's possible. Yeah, right. It's definitely if you're not.
We've had those years too, where there was 5 quarterbacks available, and everybody ranked the quarterback, so everybody went and got them a quarterback, and they weren't all good.
I mean, case in point, the Trevor Lawrence draft.
Oof.
Terrible.
None of these quarterbacks have lived up
Right. But
the
Trevor
expectation.
Lawrence was a can't miss guy
I can't
Right.
this guy dude.
that
he wasn't.
missed.
But then if you look at the Joe Burrow draft, all the quarterbacks hit.
Right.
Pretty good. Yeah, pretty
Right.
good. Pretty
Right.
good. Pretty good. I mean, this draft's looking like something. Especially Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels
Come on,
and
dude.
Bo Nix. We still got to see what
Still got to see what
Penix-
Caleb can do.
Penix and Caleb can do.
What do
Well,
you mean?
Penix kept that job. Like he wasn't.
He had it for 3 weeks.
No, he had longer than that.
No, he had it for 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the last 3 games of the season.
Felt like
But-
a lifetime ago.
Yeah, but I would say he was when these guys come out, you hear so much of the negative stuff. So I heard so much of the negative stuff with Penix that when I actually saw him play, I was like, oh, okay, he can play.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how good he's gonna be, right? But I saw him make some throws and do his thing, and he
Jency,
didn't get
by the
hurt.
way, is draft. He's mocked at 20 to the Broncos. For those
Man.
who are,
Wait, so the Fins are looking at O-line at 13, right?
well, it's
Vlad, did you?
one would think that would make
I'm
sense.
sorry, I had
No,
to do a hit.
No. Guess. Let me explain something to you. Guess what Mel Kiper has them projected to pick?
Nah, what is my
No, well,
what
hold
does
on.
Larry Joe got?
Guess.
A wide receiver.
No,
Safety.
might as well be though.
A safety?
A safety.
No.
Don't you have safeties?
No,
not
listen.
really.
There's going to be one requirement of that draft pick, and if there's none available, trade down.
True.
But here it is. He better be over 295 and play on one side of the ball.
Beefy.
End of discussion. If there's none that grade that high and you trade down, I can live with that.
He wants to be so he has to be 6'2", 295 or more, and have
Yeah.
feet like a bear.
Yes.
That's what-
Schmeathan says
Yes.
if
And be
Leroy
able to
can't,
dance with the stars, baby. Dance with yeah. Come on.
Schmeathan says if Leroy can't fat shame him, the Dolphins shouldn't draft him.
That's right. That's right. That's right. I want him to get drafted like this.
We'll take a break. More to come here on the show. Back after this.